think a lot to take away from the third quarter of that game. It comes out, Ole Miss really gets up, and then you guys are able to hold them to a shutout in the third quarter. What was kind of the message, I guess, at halftime, or what really happened to change that?
I'll just say that we just played Tulane brand of football. That first half, we really wasn't playing our brand of football. They really was able to run whatever they wanted to run, call whatever they wanted to call. You know what I mean? But coming into that second half, we definitely had a message like just play Tulane like strain of football, and I feel like we did that.
And Jason just brought up you've had a lot of tackles recently. The secondary's really been tested in these last 2 weeks. How do you kind of feel like just having that experience as a group really helps you guys as you get ready for conference play?
I feel like our front seven is monstrous. Everybody feel like the DBs is kind of the weaker part of the team. They had us ranked lastly in top 25 and G5, so we kind of had that chip on our shoulder coming into the season, knowing that we was going to get tested. We kind of take pride in that. We definitely take pride in that.
What was Ole Miss doing in the first half to get you guys so off balance?
I'd say that the quarterback run game kind of threw us off balance. We was expecting quarterback run game, kind of not that time in that quarterback run game, and just I wouldn't say they out physical us by any means, but we could have definitely been more assignment sound, against good teams like that. The margin for error is small, and they capitalize off that every time. Like we had an error, so I said we definitely had like small errors, but that grew into like larger plays.
A loss like that, if you can linger, if you let it, how do you make sure that you kind of flush it and move on now that conference plays?
That's a good question. After the game, the first thing I said coming into the locker room, it hurt. Losing that game the way that we did, it hurt. It definitely did. But, like Coach Summerall said that Sunday, we woke up. It's a new day. You woke up. You got blood pumping through your body. You're not dead. You're not in the hospital. There's people that far worse problem than us. We playing a football game. It's not the end of the world. So that's really been the message throughout the team. The sky isn't falling. We starting conference play. That's really where we play for something. That's really where you play for something, a ring, a status, something like that. So, yeah, we good.
And what are your impressions of this redshirt freshman quarterback that Tulsa put in a few weeks ago?
He's a good player. He's a good player. Fast guy. He makes good reads, good fast reads. It's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge. Them playing, maybe playing two quarterbacks, but he's definitely a great player.
And they got a heck of a running game. That kid Richardson, he can absolutely carry the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell us a little bit about how y'all plan on defending that.
We just playing Tulane style of football. We pride ourselves on stopping the run. They pride themselves on running the ball. So it's going to be the better our wills. Better our programs, better our defensive philosophy. So that's what it is.
There's a lot of talk about this non-conference schedule being pretty brutal, and to come out of it 3-1. How much do you feel like the tested and really having to kind of work through those tough opponents really makes a difference going into conference play?
It definitely makes a difference. Throughout this 4-game span, we definitely got challenged through the last game like Ole Miss, the second half of Duke, the whole game against Alabama. Is definitely different parts of the East game that you could take away and learn something, from each game. So it's going to be good. I definitely think that's a strong hand going into conference play this year.